আমি একটা ভিডিও করব, সেটা হচ্ছে কিভাবে RTN ব্যাকআপ নামানো হয়, ব্যাকআপ এবং ব্যাকআপটা রিস্টোর কিভাবে করা হয় এবং এর মাধ্যমে করা হয় এবং ট্রাবল শুট সহ কিভাবে ট্রাবল শুটও করতে হয় RTN লং ফল্ট হ্যান্ডেলিং। এখন শুরু হয়ে যায়। আজকে অনেকটা ভিডিও টিউটোরিয়ালের মতো হবে, সবাই সময় নিয়ে দেখবেন। শুরু করছি। অপটিক্স RTN 600 অপটিক্স RTN 600/900 NE ডাটাবেস ব্যাকআপ ও রিস্টোরেশন। 1.1 Backing up the database manually. Restoring the database by NMS. Restoring the database on-site. Recovering database from a USB flash drive. Restoring database for an any from its speed any. Backing up backup the database manually. The any configuration data is stored in the database of any. To এটা হচ্ছে কিভাবে কনফিগারেশন রিস্টোর করব সেই to prevent the database from being damaged due to certain risky operations such as replacing a faulty system control cross connect and timing board or upgrading the software. You need to manually backup the database on a regular basis and before performing an risk operation. Fee requested. You must be an NM user with any administrator authority of hire. You must log in the NM tools. Tools, equipment and material. U2000. Note: the latest web LCT software version like V2001962 SP2200 support this operation though the integrate DC tools. Procedure. Step 1. On the NMS, choose the administration, any software management, any backup, restoration from the main menu. Administration, log management, NMS security, any security management, any communicated parameter, any license management, any software management, DCN management, task schedule, backup and restore NMS data, recycling bin, configure upgrade wizard, broadcasting message setting. Any data backup and restoration, any upgrade and task management, any software and library management, any backup and policy management, automatic upgrade and afterboard replacement, any software and log management, auto upgrade policy, FTP setting, the software license management, board software upgrade, board patch software upgrade, RTN license management, any log management. আমরা শুধু দেখবো আজকে এনি ব্যাকআপ কিভাবে রিস্টোর করা হয় এবং কিভাবে ব্যাকআপটা নামানো হয় বা আপলোড করা হয় বা কিভাবে ব্যাকআপ ডাউনলোড করা হয়। Step 2. In any view, click Find. In the Find Any dialog box, set the search condition and search for the any that query. Database backup. 4. Click on. 5. Click and backup. Note: press and hold the control button on the keyboard. You can select multiple any. Backup the data at one time. At first, backup যখন সার্ভারে আমরা ব্যাকআপ নামাবো সার্ভারে তখন এইভাবে ব্যাকআপ একটা অপশন আছে যেখানে এনএস সার্ভার। এট ফার্স্ট আমি সেম এজ ফার্স্ট কন্টেন্ট টাইপ ফাইল ডাটা ফাইল সেটা কি নামাবো এনএস সার্ভারে ডাটা ফাইল নামাবো। এবার স্টার্ট ক্লিক সেভ। স্টেপ 7, click start to start backing up of the any data. In any view, operation status indicated the progress of backing up the data after the data backup is successful. Operation status display a message indicating that the operation is successful. And again, talk you click start to start backing up by auth backup of backup the any data. In any view, operation status indicates the progress of backing up the data after the data backup is successful. Operation status display a message indicating that the operation is successful. And restore 1.2 restoring the database by NMS. If the database is damaged, you can restore the any database by using the database file that are saved previously. You must be NM server with any administrator authority or higher. The data to be stored must be backup. Noted. City also support this operation. The steps are the similar to those and the U2000. A backup database can be used to restore configuration only for a system control board in the same type as that on the original NE. Also need to ensure that any ID, any IP, and any software version is same as original NE. Context: if any configuration have been modified after the database is backup, using the backup database to restore configuration may interrupt DCN communication of service. Therefore, you must manually configure service parameter if any configuration have been modified after the database is backup. Procedure: Step 1. On the NMS shows administration. At first admission, then any software management, then any data backup. Restoration from the main menu. Step 2. Any view, click Forward. Then the Find Any dialog box display. In the Find Any dialog box, set the search condition to the search for any that need to restore database. Click. Step 4, click OK. Step 5, select the any whose data need to recovery and click recovery. Note: you can select multiple any recovery the data at a time. Then the recover dialog box display. Select the browse in file name. Then select file dialog box is displayed. Step 7. Select file from NMS server or NMS silent and choose the file to be recovered. Click Click OK. Step 8. Set the alternative type to with server interruption and select deliver to the port activated and start. If if active type is no reboot, only database file are overwritten and the any will be on reset. The database does not take effect until the any reset. If active type is with service interruption, database file will be overwritten. The any will be on reset and then the database will take effect. If delivery to board activated is selected, the F8 by MS6 board will be interrupted to perform a cold reset during to database activation. If delivery to board activated is unselected, F8 EM6 boards will be cold reset. 6 board will not be cold reset. In the recovery dialog box, click Start. 10. Click Yes in the Promote dialog box. The system start recovery, the select data file on the specific any. In the any list of any view, operation status indicates the progress of recovery the data. After the data is recovered, operation status display a message indicating the operation is successful. Step 11. In the view, right-click the Choose Activity Database from short menu. The Activity Database dialog box is displayed. Step 12. Click Start and Start Start to start activity the database. If if the any transmit data service select delivery to board, services are interrupted during the activities of database. In any view, operation status indicate the progress of the activity in the database. After the database is activated, operation status indicate that the operation is successful. Restoring the database on site. If the database is damaged and the any is unreachable from NMS, you can restore the any database on site by using the database file that are saved previously in NMS. The data to be restored must be backup from NMS and copy the PC laptop of on-site. You must log in to the any on-site tools, Webcity and DC tools. Note: latest website software version U2000 R14 19 C6 SP2200 support this operation though the interrupt DC tools. Procedure: a backup database can be used to restore configuration only for a system control board in the same type as that on the original NE. Also need to ensure any ID, any IP, any software version is same as original NE. If any configuration has been modified after the database is backed up. Using the backup database to restore configuration may interrupt decision configuration or service. Therefore, you must be manually configuration service parameter in any configuration has been modified after the database is backup. Procedure step 1 start. On the any list click. In login click OK. For the DC default user name is HZHW and the default password AnySoft. For the license tools, the default user name is LCT and default user password is password. If the username or password has been changed, use the latest one. Any backup and restoration window is displayed. Step 2. In the transport PTN any view and click find. Then the find any dialog box is displayed. Step 3. In the find any dialog box set the search condition for any that need to restore database. Click OK. Select the any whose the data need to be recovered and click recover. You can select multiple any to recover the data at one time. Then the recover dialog box is displayed. Select the browser in file name. Then select the file dialog box display. Select the file location where is the backup database is saved and then choose the file to be recovered. Click OK. Set the activity type to with service interruption and select delivery to board activated. Revert with server interrupted. If activity type is tools, reboot, only database files are overwritten and the any will not be reset. Database does not take effect until the any is reset. If activity type is with service interruption, database file will be overwritten. The any will be reset and then the database will take effect. If delivery to board activities is selected, the EF8 EMS6 board will be interrupted. Perform a cold reset during the database activities. If delivery to board activities is unselected, if EF8 EMS6 board will be not be cold reset. 9. In the recovery dialog box, click Start. Click Yes the Promote dialog box. The system start recovery is the selected data file on the specific any. In the any's of the any view operation status indicated the progress of recovering the data. After the data is recovered, operation status display a message indicating that the operation is successful. In the any view, write the any and choose the activity database from the shortcut menu. The activity database dialog box is displayed. Step 12. Click Start Starting Activity Database. If the any transmit data service selected delivery to board, service are interrupted during to activity database. The any view operation status indicate progress. database. After he database activated, operation status indicating status already successful. And when database loss of abnormal decision communication fail, you can recover any database from USB flash. Procedure. Procedure only employs RTN, not any. You must be any administration authority to of hire. The any database has been backup. You have login to NSNMS. Step 1, copy on the any database file backup is the database service. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to thanks to all of you.